Oh my god, it's not that deep. People are willing to pay you more. In the end of the day, it's your choice. There's a grieving process. One time this happened and I never forgot it. Oh my god, I'm so proud of myself. Oh my god, you guys. My biggest life advice and the number one thing that you need to remember every single day of your life. Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Missed you guys. Hello. For those of you who don't already know me, or for those of you who are on my channel for the first time, hi, my name is Yasmin. So I'm currently in finally my last semester at McGill University in Montreal. So yeah, I've been doing this for a while. I can confidently say that I have all the tips and tricks that you'll ever need to make the most out of your undergrad degree. Yes. As amazing as these 4 years are, they will be just as challenging, but it's okay. No need to panic. Don't you worry your pretty little eyes. That's where I come in. I'm not just gonna be giving you guys no BS advice on uni itself and how to survive these 4 years academically, but also all the advice that you're gonna need and all the things that I've learned in the past 4 years in life that has made me a better person, made me love myself more, made me love my life way more. I just feel more successful, more productive, more confident in who I am since the beginning of uni. I don't want to go off on a tangent right now, but I'm gonna give you guys a little heart to heart. Nothing in my life has made me happier than being authentically myself, or at least feeling like I am being true to who I am. A big part of that was because of uni. That's what I want for you guys. I want you to have a great experience, and it's challenging and it's tough, but with the right guidance and with some discipline, you're gonna be so fine. Just a side note, the things that I'm gonna tell you guys today is not just things that, yeah, I wish I had known before, but it's things that I wish I took more seriously before. Anyways, let's get started. We started off with a heart to heart. So the first thing that I want to share with you guys is my biggest life advice and the number one thing that you need to remember every single day of your life. And that is, you create your experience. I don't care how many times you've heard it. You don't see the world as it is, you see it as you are. What does that mean? It means your reality is just a projection of yourself. It's a reflection of what's happening in your mind, your thought patterns, your habits, your behaviors, your experiences. Every single semester felt like a whole new season in my life. And the biggest change was the main character. I was different each and every single time. Change is a good thing, because if you're not changing, you're not growing. Change is inevitable and it's gonna happen. Yeah, I know it's so much easier said than done, but the truth is, in the end of the day, it's your choice. You can choose to learn and grow in a state of pain and suffering, or you can choose to learn and grow in a state of joy and inspiration. It's all up to you. Don't let life happen to you, and let it happen for you. Intention is everything. This is a silly comparison, but I use this all the time. If you're skiing down a mountain, are you gonna think to yourself, don't hit the trees, don't hit the trees, don't hit the trees? No, because you're gonna hit the trees. You're gonna think to yourself, follow the path, follow the path, follow the path. It's the same concept. Like when you wake up in the morning, you need to have the intention to look at the right things. Now things could go bad. Some things are inevitable. You can't control that. What you can control is the way that you choose to see things. I have that note up right there because I have to see it every single day when I leave my room. The idea is to always remind yourself that these are the days. Maybe today's gonna be challenging. Maybe it's midterm season. Maybe it's final season. Maybe it's winter and you're having seasonal depression. Maybe you're homesick. Maybe blah, blah, blah. Go back to the intention and look at the bigger picture. This is such a beautiful time in your life. When you're in uni, when you're in this stage of your life, you can get so caught up in like, I want to finish, I just want to start working, I'm like motivated, I know what I want to do in my life, I want to make money, I wanna, but it's like, what about right now? You know, wake up in the morning, read that piece of paper, and remember that literally you wouldn't trade what you have right now for anything in the world, and it just makes every single day that much better, trust me. Number 2, let it go. Oh my god, you guys, whatever it is let it go. I remember before uni dreaming about all the amazing things that I was gonna do, the new life that I was gonna have, the friends that I was gonna make, blah blah blah. You can dream and you can romanticize about this like new life as much as you want, but you need to remember there's a grieving process that comes with that. When you're accepting new things or you're moving on to like a greater vibration, a greater life for yourself, you're letting go of what you used to have or what you've always been, the way you used to think, the things you used to believe, blah blah blah. There's a big grieving process in that. And again, just as the transformation is constant, the grieving I feel like is also constant. But the way that you need to approach that is you need to learn to eventually just let things go. No one's saying it's not gonna hurt to do that. It will. It will. It's gonna suck. It goes against our human nature. Us as humans, we like to be comfortable. We like things that are familiar to us. No one's saying that you shouldn't feel the pain. On the contrary, let it hurt and then let it go. The things that happen in your life are only preparing you for the person that you want to be. The universe is always working in your favor. There's no reason to believe that the universe is working against you. But if that is your belief system, that's gonna be your perception of the world, and your perception is gonna create your experiences, and you're not gonna have a great one. Anyways, number 3, don't be afraid to get over the party scene. Oh my god, you guys. If you don't like to party, it's so fine. You're not lame, you're not a loser, none of the above. You don't need drugs or alcohol to be cool or to have a good time or to have fun. You can do that all on your own. McGill is a party school. There's the big culture of work hard, play hard, but that doesn't need to be partying. Just because people like to do that and it's a part of the college culture, it does not mean that that's the only way to have fun. You're in a school of 40,000 plus people. You are going to find people who like to do the same things as you do, trust me. This is something that you just like learn from the movies. You know, partying is what happens in college and that's what makes you like cool and fun. But like really it doesn't. What makes you cool and fun is when you're unapologetically yourself. People who are authentic have this vibration and like you just gravitate towards them. So yeah. This brings me to my next point. Number 4, learn to classify your friends by group. Oh my god, you guys. Not everyone needs to be your bestie pops. Not everyone needs to be your for-lifer. So many times people tell you that all you need is one good like best friend in your life, the closest person you'll ever have in your life, that you share all your experiences and all your secrets and all your blah blah blah. Look, you need that friend, but that doesn't mean that's the only friend you need. People tell you that you shouldn't have surface level friendships. That's not true. Not everyone needs to be your best friend. You don't need to share every part of your life and connect spiritually with all the people that you come across. The first super close category we talked about, that's your best friend or your besties. But it's fine to also have friends that you only study with or only party with or only volunteer with. Nothing's wrong with that, because in the end of the day, we're human beings. Like, we crave connection and conversation, and we want to be social, and we want to make this new foreign place a home. How do you do that? By meeting people. For example, if you're someone who likes to go to yoga at Enso 4 times a week, you can have a designated friend that you only go to yoga with or that you only work out with. I have friends that I met specifically only at volunteering or only at clubs at McGill, and they're honestly my really good friends. Even though they're not my besties, not my super close friends, they're still my really good friends. And yeah, maybe I only see them when we volunteer. Maybe we only see each other like during club events or at a meeting, but it doesn't matter because I'm still looking forward to spending my time with these people, and I genuinely do like love these people and have a good connection with them, and they make me happy and it's great company. Like, what's wrong with that? Even if they're not your best friends. Anyways, number 5, you need to learn to get the basics down. Honestly, think of Maslow's hierarchy of needs. What's the bottom most basic level is your physiological needs: water, food, shelter, air. If you can't even get the basics down, how are you gonna do anything? If you can't do your bed in the morning or drink enough water or feed yourself, like, how are you gonna be a responsible adult? How are you gonna get an A in your class? How are you gonna be successful? How are you gonna manage a team one day? How are you gonna run a company one day? How are you gonna be in a relationship? How are you literally gonna do anything if you can't even get the basics down? What I'm trying to say is, do your dishes, do your laundry, fold your clothes, keep your room clean, keep your house clean, you know, literally get the basics down. This is one of these things that you hear all the time, time, but you probably don't take seriously. But trust me, it's actually really difficult to feed yourself consistently, to stay healthy, to move enough, to drink enough water, to keep your house clean, to be social, to work on yourself, to blah blah blah, and still do well in school. So have a routine. Routines can get boring, but it's all about discipline. And discipline is not about punishing yourself like, oh my god, I have to do this in the morning, I have to go to the gym, I have to clean my bed, I have to do my dishes. Discipline is the opposite, actually. It's loving yourself and taking care of yourself. If you're serious about wanting to do well in your undergrad degree and be successful and build a better life and blah blah blah, then you need to learn to get the basics down so you can build that foundation that sets you up for success later on. Anyways, number 6. I don't like to say this, but it's true. You're treated like an adult, so act like an adult. What does that mean? It means take responsibility and hold yourself accountable for the things that you do, the things that you say. It's actually really frustrating, the lack of self-awareness in our global society. Being an adult doesn't mean that you don't make mistakes. It means that you know how to admit to your mistakes and how to learn from them. Big part of that is also active listening. Shed your ego and allow your mind and your soul to be free to ways of thinking, ways of being. A lot of the times you're having a conversation, you're thinking about the things that you want to say next instead of actually actively listening. Number 7, people remember how you make them feel. I'm telling you, some people might not even remember your name, but they will remember how you made them feel. Don't think that you're never gonna see these people in your life. The people that you meet at uni, they're a part of your community. Just be a nice person. Oh my god, you guys, there's nothing in the entire world, nothing in the whole universe that I hate more than a mean girl. If you used to get by in life by being mean to people, that shit does not cut it in uni. You're not cool if you're a bully. You're not cool if you put other people down. You're actually just one big fat loser, and everyone's gonna see right through that so fast, and it's not gonna get you anywhere. I'm telling you, you'll end up with no one, and people won't forget that. And once you build a reputation, good luck. Anyways, just the point of that is saying, leave the drama in high school. This is not the time nor the place. Also, what do you benefit from being an asshole? How does that make you feel good in any way, shape, or form? Even if it's some random stranger and I don't care about them and I don't care about how they feel, how will it make me feel? Will I be proud of myself? Will I be happy that that's who I am? No. Number 8. Learn to love your alone time. Oh my god, you guys, you're gonna be really thrown off with the amount of alone time that you're gonna get, because when you're living at home, you wake up, the house is full, you come home, the house is full, you go to school, you're always around people, blah 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 blah. But when you come to uni, even if you have a lot of friends or you know a lot of people, like, you're still gonna be spending a lot of time alone because everyone's doing their own thing, number 1. Number 2, everyone's on their own schedule. People have their own routines. Right at the beginning when I first moved here, I didn't have a go-to person that I would see every day or that I would see all the time. So sometimes I would feel so lonely or just like so bored, and I would like cry and call my mom, I have no friends and I hate my life and I don't know what. But literally I just like didn't know how to spend any time alone. Like, I just did not know what to do. I think it was because when I was younger, when I was in high school, oh my god, every single day I love to see my friends, I love to be out. Even if I'm with my family, I need to chill and talk and be and play and like have a presence. I also like used to love to be the center of attention. But oh my god, you guys, nothing in the world compares to spending time alone. Because let me tell you something, if you don't like to hang out with you, no one's gonna like to hang out with you either. Honestly, nothing in the entire world will make you happier than when you do things that used to make you happy as a kid. Even the simplest little thing. As a kid, I used to love biking. It was my time to like be free and like be fast. It was the best part of my entire day. I stopped doing that. Randomly a while ago, I like got a Bixby subscription. I don't know why I never thought of biking here. Before that, I hadn't biked in like 10 years. Actually like 10 years. Something I haven't done since I was a kid. Now I religiously bike like at least twice a day, just because it makes me happy. Sometimes I'm done with work and I'm so tired and drained and I don't feel like talking to anyone. I just want to sit at home and do my own thing. I'll put on Tom and Jerry and I'll just paint. That's it. That is my night. Don't underestimate the power of hobbies. They say you should have 3 hobbies. One that makes you happy, makes you have fun, one that gets you moving, and one that makes you money. I mean, I don't follow all of... Actually, no, I do. Oh my god, I'm so proud of myself. moving on. Number 9, get a part-time job. Oh my god, you guys, trust me. Nothing from uni, nothing from class is gonna prepare you for working like work does. Don't underestimate the power of a minimum wage physical labor job. You're gonna learn so much from that. I used to work as a waitress slash barista at a restaurant. The way that I look at business is so different. That 9-month part-time job allowed me to build the skills that I needed to co-launch a startup. And when I say get a part-time job, I don't mean only get like a side job at like a restaurant or at a cafe or whatever. Part-time jobs, that also means part-time internships, part-time entrepreneurships, part-time volunteering. It doesn't need to be paid work. Work is work in the end of the day. Literally these past 4 years, I only took 4 classes a semester instead of 5, and I extended my degree a little bit by purpose because I worked my ass off to build my CV and to become as well-rounded as possible, at least in the scope of what I'm doing. I've been an author, I've been a teacher, I've been a videographer, I've been a digital marketer, I've been kind of like a social worker, I've been in business development, I've been a salesperson, I've been and still am a peacemaker, literally a million things. The list goes on and on. I'm not saying this to be like, I've done all these things. No, what I'm saying is I put so much emphasis on building my CV and building my skills. Unless you're an engineer, no one's gonna ask you what your grades were in uni. They're gonna ask you about your leadership skills, about your conflict management skills, your critical thinking skills. My camera cut off in the middle of me talking, but basically to conclude that point, before you graduate, work as hard as possible to fill your CV, but be intentional. Always goes back to the intentional. Be intentional about becoming a well-rounded person. Don't do things just to fill your CV. At the end of the day, it's fun to be able to do stuff. Like, I feel proud of myself when I can do a lot of things, or I've learned a lot of things. I don't care how busy you are. I'm busy too. We're all busy. If you want to, you will. When you come into the job market and you're already experienced, even if you haven't had a full-time job, you're already experienced, you've done a bunch of different things, people are willing to pay you more because they're not training you and teaching you from the bottom. When you're in uni and you're thinking of your graduation and your end of degree, you need to be thinking to yourself, when I enter the workforce and I'm joining a team, what kind of team player do I want to be? Am I going to be the critical thinker? Am I going to be the one people always put in front of the client? How do you want to contribute? That's what gives you guidance on the types of projects you choose, the clubs you're in, the friends you make, blah 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 blah. Anyways, number 10, don't be an individual, be part of a community. One of my culture shocks when I came here, it's an individualistic society. It can get really lonely really fast, so don't get caught up in that. Don't be an individual, be part of a community. Very passionate about this because in my culture, like, we're very collectivist. And again, like I said earlier, at the end of the day, we're human beings. We need other people to survive. You need communication, you need connection. And I'm not talking about friends. Right now, when I go on campus, I'm in the point of my degree where I'm working full-time and I'm studying full-time. Like, I'm not going to campus to go chit-chat like I used to. Like, I literally just go to do my class and then I work in the library and then I go home and I continue on with my day. But even when I do that, I never feel like I'm alone because I go to campus, I see so many familiar, friendly faces. Why? Because I worked very hard on getting super involved, and I talk about this a lot in so many of my previous videos. Try to get involved as humanly possible. Literally, why not? Yeah, I've done that. Yeah, I've been here. Yeah, I've seen these people before. I spent all this time talking about this change in your life, this journey you're embarking on, blah blah blah. Don't think that McGill doesn't know that. Wherever you go, don't think your university doesn't know that. Be aware of your school's resources. They want to help you. Some classes are known for having a high failing rate. That doesn't mean your profs want you to fail. I found peer tutoring services at McGill where there are students that are approved by McGill to tutor other students for specific classes. Okay, I wrote this down. There's resources for dozens of things you can't even imagine. You can connect with alumni, you can build on your skills, you can do webinars, you can do seminars, you can find mental health support, you can find a counselor, you can find a mentor, you could become a mentor, you can do co-curricular activities, you can start a co-curricular activity, you can get resources to be safe on campus, you can get resources to be safe off campus, you can get resources to be better at your finances, to participate in workshops, to host workshops, to be a part of campus life, and so much more. Not gonna go on and on, but I do want to say that I'm gonna put a link in the description box down below which takes you to the McGill student resources page where you can like explore all of the resources that you could ever possibly need. So yeah, I recommend you guys check it out. Anyways, Next, make uni and class and studying an event. It's actually really fun when you get up in the morning and you're like, today's a new episode on like Joseph Yasmin. What am I gonna wear? Who am I gonna talk to? What are me and my friends gonna chit chat about? I hate to say the word romanticize, but romanticize your life. It works. To a certain extent, it works. So I wanna end on this tip and this note. This is not necessarily uni specific. Get out of your own way. Oh my god, you guys. I don't want any one of you guys to not do something in your life that could potentially make you happy or potentially bring you success because you're worried about what other people might think. Oh my god, it's not that deep. It's literally not that deep. You know, actually, I don't know if I'm gonna cut this out of the video or not, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I'll decide later. But one time this happened and I never forgot it. It is 5:30. That's so good. That is the end of this YouTube video. I mean, if any of you guys are still here watching to the end, I know I rambled a lot, but I really hope that you guys got something positive out of this video, or at least that you feel better mentally prepared. Whatever it is, let me know in the comments down below. As usual, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe, like, and comment. Yeah, I'll see you guys next week.